Let me do that. Sorry. Yeah, guys. Sorry about that. There's no sound, but I just watched. Let me rewind that back. I just watched the video with George Floyd. Actually, it was my first time watching it. I would say about 5 minutes ago, because I've been so busy through the week with work and things like that, right? So I watched the video just now, and it just shows how George Floyd made the officer feel like he had no manhood. He took away his man, and you see this all over the country. Like, you see it even in the Philippines. A guy just died for going past a checkpoint, and he was ex-military. He had PTSD. He fought in the Marawi War. The cops shot him. Instead of adding in rubber bullets, they shot him. But this right here, what I seen with George Floyd, it just crushed my heart, man. It crushed my heart. I mean, I watched it just now, and I couldn't believe what was happening. It's just crazy. And I know you guys probably seen this, but I definitely have to share it with you right now. I'm sorry, this is crazy, but I have to share it. I mean, what's going on, Wallace Life? Oh, they knew each other. They worked at a bar together, security. I believe it's a false flag. Let me post what Ray B said. Oh no, not that one. But he said, AM said George Floyd and officer knew each other. They worked at a bar together as security. So I could kind of believe that. I don't know if it's true, but I could see how that could be true. He had a personal grudge against him or something like that. But still, this officer, he needs to go to jail. I mean, this is second-degree murder, actually first-degree murder. It seemed like it was plotted out. If that's the case, AM, if George actually knew this guy, that's what they're saying now, okay? That the cop knew who George was. They worked at a bar together, security.
Oh,
and
what?
yeah, it makes sense because George, he's a big guy. Like, he's what, like 6'1", 6'2". He looked pretty solid. I see some pictures of him. He looked pretty solid. Seems like a pretty big guy. So it makes sense that this was plotted out. And like you said, don't believe the hype. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it at all. But this is crazy. But with all that being said, I need to watch this video. It's crazy what happened. Even if we knew the guy, it's still shocking. To see this on video, it's crazy. That somebody could do this like this. I mean, he probably would have killed most of us. Most of us would have died. Also, let me see what Mark Timberlake is saying here. Also, there is talk about the cop is the brother-in-law to the Chinese cop. Makes sense. Makes sense. But guys, with all that being said, I'm going to share my screen. George was security inside. The officer was outside protection. Okay. But still, no matter what, the cop still shouldn't have the right to do this, So with that being said, I'm gonna share this video. You guys probably seen it, but I'm gonna share it. Give me 1 second. Let me just prepare myself for this. Man, it's crazy. So now I'm gonna share my screen. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So you can see this continue for 5 minutes, right? As I'm saying, he can't breathe. But then you get to this part right here, and he's out. You see him? He's out cold. He's out. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, I think he dead already.
Yes, he is.
This is crazy. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Now you see here in the beginning, he can't breathe and he's crying, right? He's on the ground. So they already were doing this before the video even started. So this was another lady that recorded, and they were already choking him out. So when you get to this point here, now people are rushing the police, not rushing him, but they're saying to him he can't breathe. It look like he's out, right? Now at this point right now, he pretty much looks dead. He's out. Oh man. Oh man. He said don't do drugs. Oh man. Oh man. He's out. He choked him out. He's killing him. Oh, now they got the stretcher. Oh man. Damn. Look, they know he dead. Now he release the pressure a little bit. Oh man. Oh man. So this right here, I can't watch it no more. I can't watch it no more. I can't watch it no more. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. All right, so if anybody haven't seen this before, yeah, he begged for his life. That's right. And like you said, man, I got tears in my eyes right now, brother. It's just sad, man. Yeah, Mr. Payne, I feel you. So this is making me sad that things like this are happening. I can't think of anything but pray every day about love, forgiveness, and respect from all mankind. Yeah, he was dead, Anthony Powell. Yep, he was dead, man. And then the cop, he's saying the whole time, you know, maybe he's off the crack. Maybe he's off the crack. He almost OD'd. Maybe he's off the crack. And the fact that somebody said before that but the fact that somebody said that the cop knew him, so pretty much that's saying that this was a hit, you know. But Reginald, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You know, I mean, it is better in the Philippines. There's no police that are killing blacks out here, but still, all in all, you know, the cops actually just shot a Filipino guy that had PTSD at a checkpoint out here in the Philippines, right? Now you can clearly see something wrong with the guy. The guy ran off from the police. Then he stopped and he had his hands up like this, and he's like making flinching moves like he's gonna shoot. Instead of the police backing up and having rubber bullets to stop a guy like that, they could obviously see something's wrong. The same thing like where the lady was screaming, the ladies and the guy was screaming there. The lady was in the back screaming, "Oh, you know, he's crazy, stop." They're telling the guy to stop. So obviously the police didn't care. They keep pushing forward. Instead of moving back to where if he does have a weapon to turn around, you know, you don't need to shoot him. You know, but it's sad, man. Let me take a look at the comments here. So the media loves this. They're probably behind it. No, it's true. They are behind it. You know, and they stage events like this to take our minds off of something else. You know, it's something big happening in the works right now, and they want to keep our minds off of it. So usually they tend to stage these type of events. You know, that's the way you see the officer was literally trying to kill him. You know, he was trying to kill him. He wasn't trying to restrain him. He was trying to kill him. You know, and when cops are doing that, there's nothing you can do. You know, you could be the next victim at any given time. With the way it is nowadays, you know, and then after that, you know, people are looting, rioting in the streets. That's what they want, man. They want us out there like animals. And in a situation like that, you know, people feel like they have no choice. People feel like they have no choice but to become animals because there's nothing else we can do. You know, there's nothing else we can do. And you're right, Bloody Pond. That's what happens, you know. Us as a people, and not even just black. What's going on, Jim Maverick? Not even just black. As it's a lot of times all races, you know. A lot of times it's all races. Not many white, but it happens to Spanish brothers, you know. Mostly Spanish and black, mostly. $400 arrested in Los Angeles. What's going on, Danelle? How you doing, brother? 400 arrested in Los Angeles. Yeah. It's getting crazy, man. You know, what's happening is, you know, they get us to riot, right? So we got to be smart now. Get us to riot. Now it's easy to lock down certain parts of the country, you know. It's easier to lock down certain parts of the country because, of course, we're going to get out there and act a fool, you know. Just like in '92, with Rodney King, But it's worse than that now. They just kill you. They're not gonna beat you. We can just kill you. Hey, how you doing, Kay? You there? Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. That's good, man. And yeah, that's right. That's right. Following dreams. Keep our eyes on Jesus because He gives peace. It's true. That's all. That's all we can really have in times like these. You know, it's not the whole thing. Is the worst thing to do is to get out there and riot and loot. You know, I actually seen. I was looking at the riots, right? And the person that they robbed was an African dude. He had his whole life savings inside of his store, and they robbed him, took everything from him. You know, at least when they were rioting in L.A. for Rodney King, you know, they chose the certain races, and that's still not right, but that's what they did. They chose the certain races to target, but they just getting everybody. So is it really okay? All for black people, all for my race, or for all people? You know, there's a lot of people out there just rioting a riot. That's the sad part. You know, and next they're gonna bring in a way to control us all. Already, what you say, Danelle? 400 people were arrested. 400 people already arrested in Los Angeles. You know, 400 people arrested. It's sad, man. It's sad. So now he's locked up. All these people are going to be arrested. You know, who knows when I get out of jail? It's crazy. So, KK, what you got to say about that, K? You have no. She has no volume right now. Here we go.
Yeah, hello guys. Hello to all the watcher of Jay. Yeah, I saw some part of the video and it's great. I don't know. I was keeping it when I was in Facebook the other day. I was like, I don't
Hmm.
like to see violence too much. And then I was like,
Yeah,
a lot of my friends on Facebook posted it. I was
yeah.
like, what is happening? It's like the guy, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what to say because it's like, it's another person again. Just like, who's the other person that we editing earlier? The one, the Let It Breathe.
What? That was him. That was him. But no, there was another person. I forgot the name. Let it breathe.
It's that, no,
Anybody?
it's not
Somebody
Eric.
remind me. Who's
Hmm.
Eric Garner? Yeah, I think it was Eric Garner. Yeah. I think it was Eric
Yeah, yeah,
Garner.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Eric Garner. I'm happy you know that, kid.
No, 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 because JNA is looking for some soundbite to play right now in the live stream.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
searching for some soundbite. So
Mm-hmm.
I just see some part of the video only when the guy, when the police officer is putting like this to him. I don't know how to say it,
Yeah,
but that's too much though. It's like, I don't know
they
what to
are.
say. I think you need to invite some of your other viewers here to see, to
And
hear
Kate,
the reaction.
tell me, can you hear this, Kate? Can you hear this?
Wait, wait.
You hear that? Do you hear
No,
that?
I didn't hear anything. No.
Okay, yeah. So I can't play that soundbite for y'all. That was soundbite needs to be heard right now. You know, but I can't play it. I got to figure out how to do that here. But yeah, I'll open up the conversation for other people to join. I would love for people to join. Tell me your thoughts on it.
Mhm.
You know, things you're thinking, how you feel. Kenneth
Let's read
Owens is
some
my girl.
comments in the corner.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
read some of these comments. They also arrested those CNN. They really hurt. They
Like
really
what
is
Alice
that real?
said.
They really arrested CNN reporters?
Oh yeah, yeah, they did. I watched that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You didn't watch the whole thing.
No, that's my first time I seen it. Like actually, I started
Mhm.
watching it today because I felt I needed to talk about it. Like this is another time this is happening. It's just too much.
Mhm.
And it's funny. It's funny too, right? I remember when Obama had something to say about the Philippines, right? When it was so called that the Duterte was killing people. When the Duterte didn't kill nobody, when the drug thing was happening, it was actually corrupt cops that were selling drugs too and were running the drug crews that started killing people. So it wasn't the Duterte. Just to let y'all know that I was here when it happened, you know, and it wasn't the Duterte at all. Obama had chimed in, right? You know what Duterte said to Obama? And it was real. It was the realest thing he ever said. And it's true because Obama's black, right?
Your
So
volume
he
is a
said,
little
"How
bit
dare
off,
you talk
Jay.
about what I'm doing? My volume's
Yeah,
off.
gur, something like that.
Okay. Can you hear me now? All right. Well, you can hear me now.
Yeah, it's
Well,
better.
the Duterte said, how dare you talk about what I'm doing in the Philippines when out there the cops are killing all those black people? And it's true. You know, and I thought about it more a little bit after. And the reason he said that to Obama is because Obama's black. And it's still police brutality, black people getting killed in U.S. And it's still happening now. So he was saying to Obama, how dare you say something to me? He should have said it exactly like that. When you black and they out there killing black people and getting away with it, and they're not getting jail time, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, what you gonna say? Hey, you're gonna interrupt me.
No, you sometimes your voice is like your gur, something like that.
It's because I gotta turn this fan off and sweat like a pig. That's what it is.
You want me to open the door? Jay and I is
No,
LDR
it's
right
fine.
now. I'm in the bedroom.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. That's
that's
fine. That's
true.
fine.
Oh, see, somebody said, Mr. Payne. He said, you are pain in the ass, Jay. I'm just kidding. That there's a little static on your mic, Jay. So see, I'm right. There's
Oh yeah,
static.
yeah, yeah. So you are right then.
Yeah.
The reason why there's static is because I need to close this door and you need to close this fan and you need to open that door.
Jay Maverick
How
said,
about now? Is it good now? Is it
yeah,
good now?
yeah. I think you need to
Okay, okay.
make your microphone a little bit far from your mouth, like this.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So I'm gonna try to turn this fan back on because it's hot as hell in here.
Yeah. I'm reading the comment of Jay Maverick show. There's video from Louisville that shows riot cops shooting pepper bullets at the white female reporter and sprayed her cameraman while they were live on air. Oh wow.
Mm, that's crazy. So yeah, man. And that's the thing. It's getting crazy out there. There's a video from Louisville that shows riot cops shooting pepper bullets at the white female reporter and sprayed her cameraman while they were live on air. Oh wow, that's crazy. How's my sound now? Okay,
Say something.
but yeah, you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you.
It's much better.
Yes.
Yeah, but let me open this up though. I'm gonna open up the chat so one of y'all can come in and join me
And also,
if
I
you're
think
so
we can do
inclined.
the soundbite if I bring my laptop there and you can just play it in the background and put a speaker. You can play the soundbite, I guess. Because right now it's
Yeah, yeah, no. It's all right. It's all right. I just won't do the sound bites. I'll pass on that.
okay.
You said I made a comment. It's back up. Okay. As she fell asleep here in Denver watching the protest live on ABC 7 LA last night, and it seemed like everything was under control. Some people were peaceful. Some shut down the freeways, etc. Yeah, but I just sent the StreamYard link in the chat. If anybody wants to join, you're welcome to join and talk about this. But that's the thing. Of course, you get tired of talking about this. Of course, you get tired of no justice, no peace. And I just hope
Mhm.
that the country, people in the country, in U.S. right now, don't start picking up guns. You know, because when that happens, it's all over.
I
Now we
think we
talk
need to
about
watch. Sorry, Jay, to catch up. I think we need
yeah,
to watch more videos about it too. Like,
yeah.
I see they are burning some other stuff.
Oh, well,
And
I seen that. I seen that yesterday.
yeah.
I seen that all
Hmm.
over YouTube. They were burning up everything, and it's crazy because news reporters right there while they burning it. It's like
I was
I never
ignoring
seen it like
it.
that.
I was
Yeah.
ignoring the post of the I was saying earlier the one you just watched. I was ignoring it on Facebook. I was like I don't like to see some violence too much. But I was like
Hmm.
the next day my Filipino or my friends in the Philippines is also posting it. I was like so let me just see a little, but I didn't finish the whole thing. I just see the part when he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's why we need to invite somebody who can share their thought too because my job right now is just to read all the comments.
Well, yeah, your job is the moderator. Your job is the
The
moderator.
moderator, yeah. Let's moderate
Uh,
everything here.
so
Hello,
Candace,
everyone.
Candace
Hello,
Owens
hello,
Facebook.
everyone.
Let me see what's going on with that. Let me see Candace Owens Facebooks. So yeah, Kay, read some of those comments while I look at some things.
Okay. We have here Anthony Philip. Hello, Jay. How are you, my brother? From Anthony Philip. We also have Dinelle. Hello, Dinelle. It's been a long time. He
Yeah, it
was
has
in
been. Yeah,
Jay's live before, like in your, what do you call it? Podcast.
yeah, he was on there before.
Let me just shout out some people that dropping by here while you're doing what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's shout out Mr. Payne, Opera Dio is getting old. Good looking hunky. Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, no, it's some, yeah,
Anthony.
he'll read up. He wasn't ready for that. He's like, good looking hunky. That's trolls. That's trolls. You know how it goes.
Okay.
With Ahmed
Then,
Ali.
all right. They
Hmm.
also arrest. That's hello, the Wallace Live. Hello, brother. We have Blood Pun Lives. I see him all the time on your comment section in one of your reaction video. We
Mm-hmm.
have Anthony Powell. Hello, Anthony. I miss your comment on my YouTube channel. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Following Dreams, Pete Cam. So who else? Reginald Graham. Hello, brother.
What's up, Reg?
Travel Round. Yeah, and I think a lot more here. Mark Timberlake. Yeah, I think it's the same people here. Jason B. I don't know who's
Mm-hmm.
Jason B. Is that? Yeah.
I've seen Jason
Anyway,
B
you can
before.
continue, Jay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely continue. Let me just get back started with this and we share some things here. So somebody told me to check out Candace Parker. I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
want to see what she's talking about. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what this is about.
Jay
Okay.
is busy working, so he's not able to watch anything.
No, no, I'm definitely yeah. I was working all week and I'm not seeing everything that's going on in the news, and I'm seeing it now. So yeah, I'm gonna share my
I
screen
think
with
you
you
need to
guys.
remove your microphone so we can hear the voice, the volume.
Well, I think you can hear it. You can tell me now, okay?
Okay.
Let me make this big screen here. Can you hear my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. We can
Can you
see
hear it?
it.
Can you hear it?
No, 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 no. Why there's no volume there? Maybe your volume is down. Your main volume. Ah, yeah, okay.
And we're not told to remember the names of those victims. Because if we begin to focus on that area, something that is causing real harm and devastation to our communities, we might uncover the truth. And that's the truth is that this is all by Democrat design. Our inner cities are all by Democrat design. Like Chicago, like Baltimore, and like Detroit. They have been run by Democrats for decades. We have been made to believe that the conditions in our cities are normal. We're supposed to turn a blind eye to the corruption, to the crimes, to gangs. Instead, focus on what our media deems of more importance. They're instead told that we should be focusing on white people. We're supposed to be reactive and angry and fearful about white supremacy, when in fact, it is liberal supremacy that is harming our communities. I say this all the time. You show me a neighborhood where there are liberal policies that reign supreme, and I will show you a neighborhood where Black Americans are struggling in this country. It is, in my opinion, both socially and morally suicidal that we continue this pattern. Democrats have looked at us in the face and they have sold us worthlessness. They have told us that we cannot, that we need more government assistance, more handouts. We handed them power, and in return, they further diminished our sense of pride, the most important thing that we had, our sense of pride.
So that's pretty much understand what Candace Owens was talking about. I want to
Jay, I think you left.
yeah. So I don't want to take away from the live, and because Candace is really going deep into what's really wrong with the country, and a lot of people's not ready for that. You understand? So I don't want to bring that up to you guys like that.
Yeah, Dante Ellis said it seems like he's talking underwater. It sounds like that on us.
Oh yeah.
On your end, it's not because you hear it directly, but on in our end, as a viewer, it
Yeah,
sounds like
I know.
he's
I
speaking
know.
underwater.
That's because the fan is going on over here, and I said, I'm not sharing this no more. I mean, she was really going in on the real problem with the country, on in the black community, and I feel like it was too much. I feel like it was too much to bring that issue up here. I just want to talk about what's happening with Eric Garner. So I definitely want to get in. I don't want to get into what Candace Brown is talking about. I think that's for another video, another time. I'll be
George
honest with
Floyd.
you. Yeah. George Floyd is a topic now. George Floyd and what's happening, and and getting past this, because we're gonna have to get past it. And that doesn't mean forgetting what happened. That mean maybe we just at a position where we need to get through this. We need to get through it.
Oh, he left again. Hello, guys. Jay just
No, I'm here.
left
No,
the
I'm here.
chat.
No, sorry, I was just moving the screen share. But no, we have to get through this, and you know, of course, we won't get past it. Of course, we'll always remember it. It's a constant thing that happens. That's one of the reasons why I moved to the Philippines. Actually, I've been through police brutality before myself. I've been through police brutality myself, so I understand. Let me bring Danilo on for stream. Yeah, what's going on, Danilo?
Hello, Danelle. How are you?
Well, something's wrong with my mic.
You
Yeah, no,
look
you
like
good now.
are
You
you in
good now.
your truck right now?
Yeah, I think he is.
It sounds okay though.
Yeah, it sounds okay.
Well, you
Well,
guys, I can't hear you guys. I don't know if you
Oh
guys can
yeah.
oh,
hear me,
No, we hear you fine,
but
man.
let's see.
We hear you fine, bro. Loud and clear. And
can you
Q
hear
Dub
us?
said 6 more years and he's retired and out of this place and off to the Philippines. I hear you. I hear you. You know, that's one of the reasons why I said they came here also for Kay, and also to just get out of the rat race. I mean, I'm still in a rat race. I still work, but it's different when you're at home and when you're not feel like you're trapped in a certain country. You can go
Mm-hmm.
any country you want. I've been to plenty of countries in Southeast Asia. I'm looking to travel some
Mm-hmm.
more. You know, but let me see
Mm-hmm.
here. Travel around the world says Candace Owens talks about the riots on her Facebook. That may have been an old video, Jay. Yeah. So what was she saying about the riots travel around the world? Was she saying don't have the riots? Because that's all a setup. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want people to have the riots. They got an excuse to kill some more people. You understand what I'm saying, okay? You have
Mm-hmm.
more riots, they can easily go over there and, shoot up a good 20, 30 people. You don't know what their plan is.
And also this riot, especially in this pandemic right now,
Mm-hmm.
social distancing will not be practiced anymore, and then you know the viruses were just gonna spread just like that.
Well, that's another animal because, okay, I'll tell you what they're doing in U.S. In probably every country around the world
Mm-hmm.
is. See, this is the thing. Like a cold, if you get a cold, that's a sort of a coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody can go to the hospital with the flu, and they say, "Oh, you got coronavirus," and that's just how it is.
Ken
So
Live
they're gonna,
said the Candice was saying that the riots are encouraged by the left and they only hurt the black communities.
yeah, it is. It's true. It's true, and I've been saying that for a long time. And these things are done. Yeah, and all of these things are created like you guys were saying earlier, that killing was probably planned. And this is the crazy thing, which y'all don't realize, but it's true. You can actually look it up. The guy that started the KKK is a Satanist. He's a Satanist. The guy that started the KKK. Yeah, I know the virus is real, but the guy that started the KKK and then wants to cause controversy because that's actually a Satanist tactic. I forgot the guy's name. I'll look him up right now, but he was a Satanist. So it bugs you out when you go, wait a minute. A guy that was a 34th degree Freemason, straight up Satanist, started the KKK, right? And he's the reason why all this racial stuff started. This guy's a Satanist, man. So you got to think about that. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Where if you look at the world, right? Look at the world. Look at the first rulers of the world. I'll be real. Like all of the righteous black people, they say it was black people. It's true.
But your
Black people ruled the
volume.
world first. My volume is messed up.
Yeah, I think it's the headset. I think so. Sorry.
You think my headset is crapping out?
Yeah, sometimes it's want to be changed already.
Yeah.
To be changed soon.
But yeah, I do need to change it. But let me just take the headset out. I'll just take it out.
Sorry, guys. I'm cutting off Jay. I just want to have a good audio for you. So, while Jay is doing that, let me read the comment again.
No. So what I was saying, let me make my point. Can you hear me clear?
Okay.
So my point was this, that the guy that actually started the KKK, he was a Satanist. I told you guys that, you understand that. Now, the first people that ruled the world was black, and it's shown in the Bible. It shows it started with the Babylonians, right? Now, the people that started Babylon, and people don't understand like that this is true. The Jews, they were black and also mixed, like light skin, The Babylonians were black, right? So the Babylonians were the first one that went against God. You know what I'm saying? And they were the first ones that ruled the world. The richest people to ever live was from Babylon, and they were black, right? Nebuchadnezzar, all of them. I know you guys heard of them in the Bible. That's so real. They were black. Then after that, the Medes and the Persians, right? The Medes and the Persians were black. So then from there, that's when the Greece came into power, and then Rome came into power. And when they came into power, that they ruled the world ever since then. You get what I'm saying? So ever since Rome got the power, Rome has always had the power, right? So Rome has had the power ever since, back in the Jesus time. Rome has been in power, and they've never lost the power. As to where now you turn around and you go and you look at the Dark Ages, right? And you look at the Dark Ages, and a lot of people don't understand, and no offense to anyone that's Catholic, but it's true. In the Dark Ages, the popes and all of them had the what do you call them? They had the people that traveled around to different places, right? And took over countries, right? So, and that started from when Rome came in power, and they've been in power ever since. The power just moved over to the church, right? So now they were going around, and they were going in different parts of in different parts of UK, pretty much all around Europe, and that was in the Dark Ages, right? And if you didn't believe in what they believed in, or you didn't follow their Sunday, right? Their Sunday, what they did was they killed you, right? So they kept going around to all of these different countries, and then the Spaniards, they would take, Christianity, not Christianity. It's not Christianity, actually, I should say. It's popery, and what the Catholics believed in, because before all of this started, before all of this stuff came in, and before people, started going to church on Sunday, believe it or not, all of the religions, all of the different all the different Christians out there, whether it's Baptist, whether it's whatever you are, whatever form of Christian you are, went to church on Saturday. They actually brought that into law in the U.S. When the Catholic Church worked their way in the U.S. because the United States was actually started to go against popery. The United States started off running away from the Catholic Church. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't know that, but it's true. The United States started as a Christian country, right? So then it got out of hand, but it's true, man. If take a look at it, it's true. You could look at the Bible, you could look at history, and the Babylonians were in power. And we talking about even before Egypt. Egypt was the ones later in time, but the Babylonians were first, the Medes and the Persians, Egypt too, but they still didn't run the world. Like these Babylonians ran the world. The Medes and the Persians were actually running the world, not the Egyptians. And then from there, that's when the Greece and Rome came in. But the power still with Greece and Rome. So that's why these things can happen. And always, all through time, right? All through time, when the Babylonians were in power, guess who was there with them? Satan. When the Medes and Persians were in power, guess who was there with them? Satan. When the Greece was in power, guess who was there with them? Satan. When the Romans in power, who's there with them? Satan, right? So now that it's in the power of Rome, and then it's in the power of the white man. And see, I have nothing against the white man, because we were the ones, not me myself, but we had the power first. We had the power. We was the ones that went against God first. You know what I'm saying?
The volume is messed up again, Jay.
It's messed up again?
Yeah, I don't know. When you move something, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm going to talk anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's how it is. And this all goes back. Yeah. It's true. And you're right, Mr. Payne. I'm happy you said that, because when they was doing their missionaries, I think it was missionaries they were doing, and they were going over different countries, right? Philippines is one of the countries that had religion forced on them, actually, believe it or not. I hate to say it, but it's true. And that's why there's so many Catholics around the world, because they've been around the world, it was like forced religion back in the day. Mr. Payne knows it is true. That's why they have billions and billions of followers who are that don't truly may not believe in God, but they're Catholic. And I'm gonna stop talking about that, but that's a serious topic. And it even like that all leads back to the racist things that happened. It all leads back to the racist things that happen, because everybody that's in power, Satan's controlling it. So when the leader of the KKK is a Satanist, you go, wait a minute, what the hell's going on with that? But it's all the people be lied to. It's like Satan don't care about black or white. He just cares about control. He's always in control. So he's going to control. You can't hear me, okay?
No, your volume is.
What the hell?
I know.
It's like man, that's crazy. It's like
I think when
somebody
you
trying to shut me up right now.
you need to use a headset, because I can hear myself right now. I need to whisper. I can hear myself from outside. So I think.
Yeah. So let me put this headset in. Man, this live is driving me crazy right now. Like this never ever happened when I was live before. It's like today my
Maybe
sound
it's
is
the
all
laptop.
crazy.
I don't know. Maybe you have a lot of tabs open right now. Make sure it's all closed except to this one, StreamYard. Sometimes
Mhm.
the laptop, especially StreamYard, is getting a lot of bandwidth right now. So maybe it's
Yeah.
the result of getting slow. I'm not sure.
Yeah, guys, and I gotta perfect this because I plan on going live a lot more. And
I want to say
just
thank you to Reginald Graham for giving you $20.
shout out to Reg. Thank you, brother.
He
I could
he
definitely
said
use it,
he's
man.
coming to the Philippines very soon. We're not sure yet, Reg, when is the opening, but right now, on the second wave, hopefully by middle of June or maybe June 21, they will have a domestic flight. Um, maybe once we go to modified GCQ, General Community Quarantine, we will be we will have an international flight. But as of now,
Hold
it's
up.
not yet. Is that your cousin?
Wait a minute. I think the stink is that Stinky Wink. Because no, yo, if that Stink Wink, man, I was doing the Stink Wink dance in what was you in Baraka, right, kid?
Is that your cousin, Jay?
I think it
William
may
Hunter?
be. It might be. I
Because
was
he's
doing
my friend on Facebook.
the Stink Wink, like the Stink Wink stomp, and I was killing it in Baraka. And it was like 1,000 places that you oh I love. I was getting it in, man. And we got they don't know about that out here in the Philippines. They don't know I was doing a Stink Wink on them. Like they don't know about that, but yeah, I had fun though. I had fun that night.
Let's read some comments, Jay.
Yeah, let's see some.
Sorry
see.
to cut you.
So Mr. Payne said there's even a documentary about what the Americans did to our Muslim brothers in the Mindanao during American occupation in the Philippines. It says, and the reason why so many Muslims hated the Americans. Well, it's not even just that, the Philippines, Mr. Payne. It's what Americans did to Muslims around the world. They just went over there and claimed that they had weapons and took their oil, pretty much, and took their drugs. Took their opium, took their oil. Like you said, they probably did the same thing in the Philippines and all around the world. And all these big powers, China, they try to take over. China's trying to buy up the entire world. They're giving money to the Philippines, giving money to the U.S., giving money to Africa. They're giving money to everybody under the sun. Like, give me some money, China. Give me some money.
Ken Liv said, when you talk for too long, it starts to break up. Have Kay interrupt you once in a while seems to fix it.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody's there. Somebody is there. Hi, Danelle.
What's going on, D?
Hola. Hi.
Oh, he can hear
How are
us.
you guys?
Yeah.
Finally.
Much
Doing
better now, man.
great.
Much better.
I'm all right, maintaining, staying focused over here.
Yeah.
Working as usual.
Well, he sounds like your cousin.
Nah, because he in the truck. That's why. No, when my cousin speaks to us, he used to be in the truck all the time. And he in the truck right now, same time, okay?
Your voice sounds like Jay's cousin.
Oh, is that
He
right?
sounds like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
No, okay. He in the truck. Remember my cousin was in the same truck like that? He called me in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
That's why, yeah. It's
Yeah, I'm in the
echoing.
truck. Yeah, I'm in my truck right now. I just woke up probably about an hour or so ago, man, and I saw you. I saw you out there on the live, and I was like, let me get in here and put my 2 cents in and stuff like that, man. It's just it's crazy what's going on out there. I've been listening to you guys, looking at the comments and stuff, man. And it's just unbelievable. My hometown, Los Angeles, they just and I went to sleep. It looked peaceful. They were, people were showing their frustrations and stuff like that. Shutting down the freeway, breaking windows, starting fires and stuff like that. It's unbelievable, man, that we still in 2020, man, that stuff like this is still going on.
Yeah. It's never going to change, too. That's the sad part.
Right. Yeah. It's always going to be some officers out there, man, that just do what happened the other day, with Floyd, man. That dude, man, he was in handcuffs. No reason for that, The president of the United States should go put a bullet in his head, man, right now, that officer, for that. Now they're trying to make excuses, Oh, he didn't die because of the officer's knee on his neck, So they're already starting the excuses after his arrest.
Yeah,
I
but
I believe when that information got out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I say he had no life in his body, so I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I know. You can clearly see it on the video. You can clearly see that he had no life in him at all. He was done. And now the media is putting that information out there that the officer didn't cause his death. That's just ludicrous, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I'm just sitting here thinking over the past few days, like, I know there's issues everywhere, and stuff like that in the world. But I can't wait to just retire and get into the Philippines. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm tired of this nonsense, man. I'm always saying, try to get out of get retire as soon as you can, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be retiring soon in about 4 or 5 years. I'm out of here, man. Can't wait to get to the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. In particular, like I was telling my babe, you know, hey, we're gonna go on to Dumaguete and stuff like that. You know, so
Hold on. D, you
Just
still
wait,
with the same
wait.
girl? I want to ask. Tell you
Talking of the
first.
babe, I got
Go.
excited.
No,
Who
yeah,
is that
let me put
girl?
a
Is the
shout
same
out to
girl?
my babe. Let me put a shout out
same
to my
one.
babe. Oh no, Marquita, babe. I love you very much. She's out for the
Wow.
count right now.
Yeah. Is it
Is
the
that
same
the
girl?
same girl?
I'm with Freya Mary June. You know, we've been together for 3 years, and
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, you know, the last time I was on with you guys saw me on the plane and all that stuff. It didn't go
Yeah.
too well, and it should have
No.
never happened. And I should have been allowed into the Philippines. But I finally got that all cleared up, and just as everything was about to take place for me getting to the Philippines, they shut the country down. They shut the flights
Yeah.
down and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be going as soon as it's safe enough to do so, because the preferred route, obviously, I like to go through Incheon, is the way that I
Mm-hmm.
like to fly. But
Mm-hmm.
as soon as they lift the travel advisory and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
here, you know, I will be on my way over there. I went to
Yeah.
the embassy not too long ago, and they ran me, and they said you should have no problem. Just get yourself a visa for 6 months, and you'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
It should have never happened. And I could tell you guys some things. I don't want to really get away from the Floyd thing and stuff like that.
No,
You
it's
know,
cool. It's cool.
rest in,
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
you
No,
know,
we're talk
but
on
I've
Floyd.
been through a lot, man, these last 3 years since that you guys saw me on that plane. And then and
Mm-hmm.
actually I was in Cebu. You guys saw me on the plane, hugging the family and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, since then, you know, my babe, she ended up going to rehab. I had to pay
Mm-hmm.
for her rehabilitation because of the
For what?
shabu and all that. For shabu,
Oh.
yeah. She's
Yeah.
doing good though. I stuck with her. I didn't give up
She's the
on
one that's
her.
pregnant, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
didn't give up on her, and you know, she's doing good now and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Unfortunately, you know, I don't think none of this stuff would happen if I my goal was to go over there every other month, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of things that happen, you know, a lot of it is her fault. You know, she should have never did what she did, but you know, I didn't give up on her. Put her in
Mm-hmm.
rehabilitation over there in the Philippines for 6 months, and she came out good. You know.
Have you been to the Philippines, or you never come back yet, right? You never returned to the
I haven't
Philippines yet.
I haven't came back because the issue that I had when I went into Cebu City, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that the first time, and then they sent me back to the United States, you know, because I went to prison before, so I guess they were holding that against me from back in the day
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
or whatever. But I got it cleared up, and it should have never happened. I should have been allowed. I should have been allowed into the Philippines that time you guys saw me and stuff. It was really really embarrassing, and
Mm-hmm.
like as a man, it just like I cried all the way back, man. It was a long flight, man. I covered my face the whole way and stuff. But
You
you know,
know,
I'm over it.
when we saw your video, we were hurt for you because it's like you just
Yeah,
saw the
man.
girl, you just hug her,
That
and then
hurt
you
me.
you cannot leave you
That hurt
cannot
me.
stay anymore. You need to leave right away. It's like
Yeah, I had to go to the Pentagon. I got a relative that works in the Pentagon, so that
everything is
helped out
okay.
a whole lot. Yeah, that helped out a whole lot. So, um, you know, it should have never happened. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it should have never happened.
Mhm.
But you know, I stuck with it. You know, I'm still with the same girl. You
Mm-hmm.
know, my babe, Freya Mary June is her name, and we're doing pretty good and stuff. The kid, she's like, she's
3 years
always,
old.
she's a mess, man. She just, hi, dad, every morning, all through the day, hi, dad, like that.
Yeah.
That's me, Daniela. You know, me, Daniela.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they named her after me, so.
Oh
Mm,
wow.
Um,
good. We feel like we are being hypnotized with your ID flying in front of the camera.
oh, this is you know, oh, you're being hypnotized. Yeah, this is
I know.
my Captain Marvel ticket when Captain Marvel came out. So
Yeah.
it's like a little keychain. I don't wear it around my
Mhm.
neck, but it's a keychain they were selling in the theater, and I bought it and stuff
Hmm.
like that
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
I
I
gotta tell
collect a lot of
everybody,
Marvel.
man, like Danelle got a heart of gold, man. He got a
Yeah,
heart of gold. Like, he was dealing with one that was bad, got another one, and he's helping her out. I could tell you really he's still, I'm surprised you still with her. Like, that's how I know. I'm like, damn, he's
yeah,
still with
man. I don't know. I guess I'm bred like that. I've
her.
always,
Yeah.
I've never been the guy that, that likes to play on a woman. I
Hmm.
mean, we're 8,000 miles apart. Stuff happens and stuff like that. But my concern and my commitment is to, free a Mary June, and it ain't been
Hmm.
easy. It ain't been perfect and stuff like that. But I mean, what relationship is perfect? It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
it's 8,000 miles. I could have same issues here if I was in a relationship here in the States.
Hmm.
But
Mhm.
I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it, and it's it don't seem like it's paying off. People might think it's not paying off because it's been 3 years or whatever. We just celebrated our third monster, our 36 monthsary last month in
Mm.
April. So
Wow.
you know, it's gonna pay off. I stuck with it because I believe that I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, and sure enough, I'll be on the plane as soon as they lift these restrictions here in the United States. I think they do
Hmm.
have flights. My concern is they need to come out with a vaccine because if you go somewhere and you come back, they're gonna quarantine you. And right now, I don't even think you can get into some of the. I heard in Manila you can't even get into Manila. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the vaccine will be available according to the president. The tech they will be available by January.
yeah,
So I'm
that'll
not
be
sure if there's
awesome.
enough. Yeah, next year.
I'm in pretty good health. I'm actually gonna come before the vaccine, but
Hmm.
um, my thing is the way the air circulates on the plane.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my concern. When you get on that plane, you don't know who's asymptomatic, and if the air is
Hmm.
circulating, you can get caught. So my plan is I'm gonna get one of those suits. I'm gonna be looking like, man, I'm gonna be looking crazy getting on the plane.
Yeah.
So I get off.
Which-
I got my little mask right here.
Hmm.
So it's all good. I'm gonna be wearing my mask. I'm gonna get me some swimming goggles. I'm gonna
Hmm.
put on clothes that I can throw away at the airport.
Yeah.
And make sure
So
there's a social distancing. Don't kiss your girl, okay? Social
oh,
distancing. I'm joking.
you know what? I think she's gonna pass. She might pass out, because she's so waiting for me. Her family is waiting for me. This is legitimate rate relationship because I intervene, and as Jay knows, man, he knows, man, that before the families weren't intervening in the relationships that I were in before I met Freya. Well, this
Hmm.
particular family here,
Other girl was
they
trying to take
call
advantage of you.
me.
That's what happened.
Yeah, they
They was
call
trying to take
me
advantage
on
of
a
you. Yeah.
date. They call me. They intervene. My family, they intervene. So That's when you have, like I said, no relationship is perfect. But if a family is not intervening and stuff like, they're not, contributing or not participating in your relationship, then it might not be. It could be a scam in disguise.
Yeah. It's true,
You
man. It's
know,
true.
it could be a
I'm
scam
happy
in
for you
disguise.
because you met her already, so that's a good thing. Even though it's just in the airport, at least she's not the same
Yeah, right.
the other girl that's come you before.
This other
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
she was dating a girl, right? She was a
Yeah,
lesbian or something.
she actually had a child
Yeah.
and had me, believe that, she was only into men and stuff like that. But once
Hmm.
they did the little investigation and stuff like that, the private investigation, it turned
Hmm.
out that she liked women, and I didn't know, but they went back in her Facebook pages all the way back to her high school. This remind me, this
Mm.
girl was 30. She was 33 years old. I think her name was Teresa. Yeah, I remember her name was Teresa. And you could go
Hmm.
back in her Facebook, older Facebook, and you could see her hugged up with women and stuff like that. And then they sent me the pictures of her current on that in that current time. Things that she said that she wasn't doing, she actually was doing. And I was like, damn, she was, I'm looking at, that's a lie right there. That's a lie. That's a lie. Like, oh my God. And I brought it
Yeah,
to her attention. And, after that, you can say that was the demise of the relationship.
yeah.
But, that investigation, private investigation hooked me up with the current woman I'm with now. And it's like I said, it wasn't perfect the whole 3 years, but
Hmm.
uh, so far so good, man. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to retire after all this mess that's going on over here in the United States. Man, it's unbelievable, man.
I gotta be real. I gotta ask you a question, man. Did you bring down the amount of money that you was given?
I'm currently sending approximately about $800 a month.
That's not bad.
Still,
That's way better. I remember the other one. It was like 2,000. I said no, and
yeah,
you.
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was too much.
In fact, my transactions sometimes get denied. Like yesterday, I couldn't send any money Western Union
Hmm.
because of the fact that I've sent so many transactions within a 30-day period. But
Hmm.
I send around $800 a month.
Hmm.
She's constantly, through with 3 years outside of the 6 months that she was in rehabilitation.
Hmm.
She keeps me abreast at what's going on. I trust her. Um, of course, she's gonna help her family. That's
Hmm.
just the Filipino way, and I don't mind because, like I said, they participate. It's not like I'm in this alone with her. I could talk to her mom. I could talk to her dad. I could talk to her brothers. You know, Even her young sister, she'll be calling me Kuya Danelle. She'll be like, "Don't forget me, 100 pesos." But she'll call and she'll, because she's like 9 or 10 years old. And in
Yeah.
fact, I bought all the girls' phones. I bought them all
Hmm.
phones recently, so they'll call me from time to time and still thank me. Thank you, Kuya Danelle, for this, and thank you, Kuya Danelle, for that. I haven't sent the package actually in a long time, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm gonna send another one soon.
That's not bad, man. That's not bad,
Well,
man.
I sent
I'm
about
just
eight
That's
happy
hundred
to
a
work
good.
month.
out.
Daniela, once she start learning Jollibee, my little one, when she
Hmm.
start learning Jollibee, that's gonna hit my heart right there. She gonna be Dad Jollibee.
Yeah.
That's you. I ain't gonna be able to deny my daughter. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna, even though
Yeah.
that's not my blood daughter, but she's out of the womb. She's known me as Dad. That's all she
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
is Dad. She'll be
That's not
running
bad,
around
man.
with her phone, Dad, and then she's like, Mama, Dad,
That's
Yeah.
But
good.
pretty soon she's gonna be learning like her tita. Her tita is 4 years old, and
Hmm.
she's already saying, "Kuya Danelle, Jollibee." So once
Yeah.
Daniela starts learning that, then I'll be sending. Obviously, I'll be sending. Because she loves
Hmm.
Jollibee. All the kids, everybody loves Jollibee. That's the thing in the Philippines.
Have you
Because of
tried
the
it in LA?
mascot though.
I know they got one in LA. Have you tried it?
I went to the one in Vegas.
Okay.
If you look back on, if you go to my Facebook page, and you'll probably have to search for it or whatever, you'll
Yeah.
see that I was at Jollibee and the one in Santa Ana, the one in
Hmm.
the one in Vegas. I go to the one in Vegas more frequently because my routes kind of run through that area.
Hmm.
They have one in San Francisco, I hear, and then they got one in Los Angeles. They're gonna open up one in Phoenix, I think.
I have
But
I have gonna answer the question of Reginald Graham. He said, "Kay, in your opinion, only when do you think things may open up?" I'm not really sure. It may be around August or September because as long as the Metro Manila or NCR is not under new normal, I don't think there's gonna be a flight, international flight.
Hmm.
So right now, starting on Monday, Philippines, I mean NCR or Metro Manila will be general community quarantine, and as of now, there's no domestic or international flight yet. But as I hear in the news today, maybe about middle of June there will be a domestic flight, but international flight is not yet. They only allow OFW to come in, but not tourists. I'm not sure if they're allowing husband of the Filipina, but before they said that, I don't know now, but maybe around October. For you, Reginald, you mentioned you want to go here by October, so maybe October or November. But before you book a ticket, make sure it's really open up first, because you know you don't like to waste your ticket, and it's not gonna be like totally open yet. But maybe I cannot say it, but maybe October or November. That's
That's
gonna
when
be a
they're going to
good.
start the international flights in October.
I, I'm not sure. I'm just saying because
Yeah,
right now we are going to be general community quarantine. So they said
tomorrow,
maybe by
June 1st.
August will be
Mm-hmm.
new normal. So it's hard to decide to buy a ticket yet. So don't buy a ticket yet, guys. Just always watch the news.
Ay,
But
ay,
maybe
ay.
around November, October will be fine, I guess. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope
Yeah, I
so
can't
too.
wait, man. I'll be
Dinner is
getting my ticket.
excited. Dinner,
Yeah, you know what I'm hoping
dinner
on. I'll
open?
be honest with you. It's what I'm hoping on because my son been be moving out here for a year, so I'm hoping that my son's mother is totally agreeable on that. She said that she probably would, so I want that to happen.
Yeah, I think didn't he come out there? I thought he
No,
didn't
he
he
didn't
come
come
out.
out here yet. No, but
I
he
thought I
hasn't been out
saw a
here.
post up there that he was out there or something like that.
No,
No?
he's never here. But
Okay.
I need to get him out here. I need him. I want him to experience the world. I want him getting with me and
Yeah.
then taking traveling around. When the airports open back up and I can travel, I want to get
I
him
think that
away from where he's at.
yeah. I think that kids
Hmm.
should experience the world. You got a lot of kids, man. They all they know is their community, like Watts. All they know is Watts. They don't know anything else.
Hmm.
And it's like you need to experience the world, man. And yeah, I think that's awesome that hopefully the mother will allow your son to come out there, man. That'll be great for him and a great experience. It's
Hmm.
going to be different, obviously, but it's going to be a learning experience. He's
Yeah.
going to, even though I'm pretty sure that the morals in his head already are, he appreciates life, but him experiencing it on his own is going to make
Hmm.
him appreciate it even more.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. And I'm looking forward to giving him that experience. And I never had that when I was a kid. My parents bought me. I lived in Queens, and the most place they bought me was like to visit family in North Carolina or go on a trip like that. But like they never even really bought me to like Disney World or nothing like that. I didn't go on trips like that as a kid. So you know,
Yeah.
I need to do it now when I'm older. You know.
Yeah, all we had was those field trips. We had
Yeah.
field
Yeah.
trips. I was able to go to Mexico with my best friends back in the day.
Hmm.
They took me to Mexico a couple of times.
Hmm.
I was able to get trips because I remember we used to throw newspapers, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
able to get trips like that. You know,
Hmm.
but you're right. We were stuck in the community. I was more I was more of a kid that got out. My mom couldn't find me; she had to come looking for me. So I was
Hmm.
able to get outside of Watts and Wilmington, California. I was able to get outside and go to other cities, to the beaches and stuff like that, because my mom never took me to the beach.
Hmm.
My mom was a church woman. So that was her main focus, to keep us in church and stuff like that. I love my mom and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah, we were never hardly able to get out, but I ventured out. I was able to get away, even though I got in trouble a lot, but I was able to get away and go, not just be stuck in the city,
Hmm.
one city, like a lot of kids are. That's all they know is their city. And there's so much more out there in just in their city. You'd be
Exactly.
surprised how many cities are outside of Queens. Like there's so
Yeah.
many cities around Queens. And so many kids they're stuck in Queens. That's all they
Yeah.
know. But if they get out and experience that, it could give them a different perspective on life. It could help them in their education. And one
Hmm.
thing that they don't teach our kids is the financial part of life. They need to teach our kids, the financial part, because this right here that just happened, this pandemic, even adults, a lot of people are living check to check. They don't
Yeah.
have anything. And,
It's
when it
true.
comes to financial, they need to teach our kids financial, how to manage their money.
Yeah. It's true, man. I'm still learning myself. You know.
Yeah,
Let
we
me read
never
some
stop learning.
comment. Yeah, let me read some comment here from other people around. Yeah, we have Reginald J. When I do come, it will be for good. Me and my fiance was supposed to have gotten married in March, but I have to go back to the US and the borders close. Oh, thank you, Ken Liv pala. Shout out to Ken Liv for the $5 shout out. Thank you
Yeah.
for Ken
Have a
Liv.
good one. Talk to you later, Conlib. Whose comment you just met? You read just now?
I was reading Reginald comment.
Okay.
Reginald
That's right.
Graham. And
You
also
miss
one of our
Popeye's
brother here.
chicken, man?
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Oh man.
Popeye's
Yeah.
chicken, man. I bought this last night, man. I barely made it before they closed, man. And I was like, man, let me get some. I bought me some tacos
Mhm.
from Real Domina's taco place here in Denver, and then I bought me some Popeye's chicken. I'm
don't
Yeah.
make
hungry.
us hungry here. We just ate.
I know. I can eat again. I'm watching Popeyes, man. I could definitely eat again right now because
Yeah.
I love some Popeyes.
I suggest Jay to Reginald. I think the best time he can come back because the president said January will be there's a vaccine, so maybe January next year is the best. I mean, best month, I guess. But just try to, watch the news. Maybe ask your girlfriend if there's an update. You can always comment on the video of Jay or my video. I can always let you know because I every day I always watch news every day.
Hey, take
24
over
oras.
for 2 minutes. Hey, take over for
Huh?
2 minutes. I'm about to take over for 2 minutes. I'm use the bathroom, all right?
All right, so I'm just gonna read a comment because Dinel is currently eating his Popeye. Popeye's.
Yeah.
This is unfair. We're not eating right now. This is not good. I'm kidding. Let me just let me just read some comment here while you're eating and Jay is doing some other going to the toilet. We have here
The CR.
uh, the Bay outdoor lifestyle is getting crazy here in the Bay, mostly Oakland. That's in California, right?
Yep.
I really hope flights are allowed in October. That when I'm supposed to get married. Ah, Ken Liv is getting married on October. Mr. C said, I'm a brother married to a Filipina. I've been listening to other gentleman, which is you, Danelle, backstory about his asawa.
What do you
All
say?
right. He said he's also married to a Filipina and is listening to your story about what you're talking about
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
your babe. Your babe.
Yeah, my babe.
You call
Yes.
babe or you call babe?
No, babe with a B.
Ah,
BABE.
okay. Baby, okay. Let me read other comment here. U2K, same with Jay. Yeah, I'm waiting for Ron Thomas said, yeah, I'm waiting for the borders to open. I miss my wife so much. Oh, I think Ron is in other country. Maybe the wife here is in the Philippines, I guess. Balin 1665 in Paradise says, any civil unrest is sad, but at some point the people have to make a stand or the killing will continue. I don't support what's going on, but I do understand. Yeah, that's true. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's too much. It's like it's too racist. Like it's too much. Like things should be stopped. It's not really good, but it's still if they're not gonna do some stuff they're doing right now, who else gonna do something about it? Right? I
Mm-hmm.
was like, you know, okay, I'm nose bleeding now.
No, you're
Protester
fine.
here are getting crazy from the Bay outdoor lifestyle. Yes, she is,
Mm-hmm.
Ron Thomas. Ah, she's Indigos. Yes, you mentioned Ron. Sorry, you mentioned that already. Your girl or your wife is Indigo City. Who was asking about
Hey,
something? Okay,
hey
take
Jay,
over, Jay.
you still getting kicks over there, man? You getting your kicks?
Nah, man, I haven't gotten kicks in a while.
What is kicks?
Sneakers, you know that, right? You don't
What's
know. You
Check
probably
sneakers?
out
don't.
these, man. I just got these about 3 days ago, man.
What's that?
Oh wow.
These are the
Can't see it.
Christmas Kobe's right here.
Okay, okay.
The Christmas Kobe's.
Oh, that's what's up. How much you pay that for that 125?
Nah, I paid 350 for these because Kobe Bryant died. The
Yeah, yeah,
price
yeah.
of
The
his
price went
shoes
up.
went
Oh
up.
wow.
Yeah, Mhm.
Yeah. And then I got these two the other day. The 3D
Merry
Kobe's.
Christmas.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's my early Christmas present.
It's too early.
No, you over there balling, man. That's that trucking money, man.
Yeah, it's all right, money, man. And these ones right here I got the other day. These are the Kobe sevens right here.
Okay. So wait a minute. So you went yesterday and spent what? How much? $800 on sneakers?
I spent these ones right here cost me 450 right here.
Balling.
These
Now
are the
that's
Kobe
balling.
cloaks right here.
Danelle,
Yeah.
one said $350. Those shoes better talk.
What?
You said the shoes better
He
talk.
said better talk. It should be better talk because it's $350.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah,
it talk.
man.
They better
You
give you
know,
a massage or
I'm
something.
blessed, man. Like I'm blessed. I have a pretty good job,
Yeah, I know.
I've been able. A lot of people are out of work. I think over 40-something million people are unemployed and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
half of them are not going to even be able to get their jobs when they go back to try to look for that job because it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed, and yeah, I did buy these shoes. I bought 3 pair of shoes. Actually, I probably bought like about 10 pair of shoes in the last month and a half or so. So
Yeah.
I'm into shoes. That's my thing. Like women are into purses. I'm into shoes. I have a collection of Kobe's. Like I have like over what 70, 80 pairs of Kobe's and stuff like
Damn.
that.
Whew.
Because I'm in it. I know Jay was showing me. He was doing a video on kicks one time and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I was wondering if he had what was it, some Yeezys or something like that.
Yo, those were all fake, bro.
Yeah, they were fake and stuff. Yeah, they were
They were
fake and
all
stuff.
fake.
But yeah,
I get nothing but
I'm into
shoes.
collecting Kobe's. I'm a diehard Laker fan, because I am
Mm.
from Los Angeles. But
Mhm.
yeah, in the last week I spent like a G on those shoes, and those are pre-owned shoes. They're not even new. They've probably been worn. There was in somebody's collection. They've been worn like 1 or 2 times at the most. I won't buy
Mhm.
no shoes that are
Oh.
like all scratched and scuffed up. They got to be
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
worn, 1 time, 2 times, not a handful of, about a handful of times I'll buy, right? And these
Mhm.
are, like I said, they're in, when you get them, it's like, oh my God, man, it's like they're in better condition than what as when you see them on the pictures and stuff like that,
Yeah.
so.
That's not bad, man. It's
But I
not
don't
bad.
got
Yeah.
nothing better else to do, I love collecting shoes like women like collecting purses and stuff like that, that's my thing, my
Well,
hobby.
Danelle, my size is size 7, so it's okay.
Oh man, you said a
I'm
size
kidding.
7.
I'm kidding. I'm
Hey,
just
and
joking.
my friend, I showed my friend, my best friend Chewy the other day, and he was like, he said the same thing, I was like, well, what size is your shoe, man? And he was like, I think he said a 10.5 or something like that. So
Mm.
I gotta get him a pair. I gotta get him a pair of Laker
Mhm.
shoes or Kobe Bryant
Hey,
shoes, man.
hey, don't worry, Danelle. My size is your size.
Oh man. Hey, well, if I get anybody a pair, if I'm
I'm
buying
joking, man.
anybody a pair of shoes, I'm buying pre-owned because I pre-owned shoes are good. It's like going to the Goodwill, But
Yeah.
it's when you talking about a collector shoe and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You got to really look because there are a lot of fakes out there. You got to know
Mhm.
what you're looking at. When you get that shoe and stuff like that, make sure they're not fakes because you can get
Yeah.
like in this particular case, you can get a Kobe Bryant signature shoe and the signature is upside down. You know what I mean? Or something can be off. The back of the shoe and they got the dots on the side. You got to look for those things.
He
Mhm.
become expert now. Let me read the message of Reginald Graham. He said, my fiance was telling me when we do get married, she has no decision, I think decision or desi to move to the US. I
Mhm.
agree. And same with Ron Thomas. He said, truth, Reginald, my wife doesn't want to come either. It's like me too. Sometimes I'm scared, when Jay and I always watching some thriller, criminal
Yeah, they all
documentary.
happen
I
in
was
the
like,
U.S.
I'm so scared to go to US. What's happening is like it's too much there than compared to the Philippines because I feel safe here. But things because I keep watching some, crime and documentary show. It's making me scared to go to US.
It's
Yeah,
actually it's pretty safe here. It's safe in the United States, man. It's just what you guys are seeing on video. Those of you guys that are watching right now, and yeah, obviously everybody in the United States, they know, man. All that stuff is happening in the downtown areas, right? So
yeah. It
like
don't
on
happen
the
on a regular basis.
outskirts, yeah, it's not. It's just to put your wife's at ease and stuff. Like, it's really safe here in the United States. It's just that
Mhm.
when they get gatherings like that,
Yeah.
it puts a whole light on the entire city, and that's not true, right?
Mhm.
It's happening right then and there. It's focused right there in the downtown areas or wherever they
Mhm.
decide to do the marches and stuff like that. Like in Phoenix yesterday, that was all near downtown and downtown Phoenix. Even in
Mhm.
Albuquerque, I was in Albuquerque yesterday. They had a little protest, but it didn't turn out like in Los Angeles or Oakland or San Jose.
Mhm.
It's safe here in the United States. Jay will put you some. If you ever come to the U.S., Jay is going to make sure that what you're seeing on TV is just in a small area, like in a 1 mile radius. Now they may move 1 mile to the west, 1 mile to the north, like they may do that, but it's safe here in the United States. But I mean, personally, I'm trying to get out of the United States. I
Mhm.
want to, because I know my money is going to go further.
Yeah.
Okay, let
Wait.
me give you guys an example. Anybody that wants to come to the Philippines, trust me, if you retired on $500,000 in your 401k, that's going to last you. That can last you for 100 years.
Mhm.
Because you can survive off $1,000 US dollars a month.
Mhm.
Well, it
It,
depends. It depends on if you're not renting,
right,
because
if you're
if
not
you're
renting,
renting,
right?
yeah, if the house is owned by you or owned by your wife, so it's good that those foreigners coming to the Philippines, you need to have your own place where you don't need to rent, because
Yeah,
$1,000 is not enough if you have like four family members or you're paying other stuff. But if you
yeah,
if you're not renting, I'm sure it's gonna be good enough. But it's not like.
yeah. If you buy your own spot, you'll come out better.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you
And if
have
you
your
have a business
Filipino,
too. Mm-hmm.
if your Filipino
No.
gets the spot, because you cannot. I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but you as a foreigner cannot own property in the in the Philippines.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
You know,
No.
condominium. You can own condominium, but land and business, I don't think so.
right?
Your
K.
condo. That's why.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
told Q Dub. Q Dub said he said K don't watch crime shows about America. Those shows always try to paint a bad picture about African Americans. I told him. I said K's scared of the white people. She always see the people killing in the forest.
Yeah,
She always see that,
yeah,
like, yo, the black is different. Like the way that the shows are, like, it show people getting shot in the hood, but they make it to where it's not shocking. You get what I'm saying? When you see people getting killed in the forest and chased in the forest, that's more shocking to people that's not in US. Well,
Actually,
yeah.
mostly the crime happening is not black. Mostly it's white.
see, I told him that's the
Yeah.
crime she sees. That's the
Because I
crime she sees.
noticed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Jay.
explain
Because
something.
I noticed black is more. They're more like aware. Like, oh, something's going on here. I'm not gonna do. But if it's white, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
they're very the adventure, but black is like gonna think first. Black American is like, okay, is this good? In the movie or in
Yeah,
the they're very
no, it's true.
more like yeah, they before
Aware.
they decide.
Aware.
Aware, yeah.
Yeah, aware. And the time they show it, when they show the crime in the in the ghetto areas, it's kind of people are kind of desensitized to it because you see the black on
Yeah.
black violence, and
Yeah.
you get desensitized to it because you're gonna be more scared of getting killed in the forest with nobody around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Than you are inside of the ghetto. It's sad, but it's true. So it makes the entire world look at it like, oh, they killing each other, so what? So then when you see a cop kill somebody like with Eric Garner or with what's the guy's name we're talking about right now? I forgot his name.
George Floyd. George, that's
George
your
Floyd.
topic, Jay.
George Floyd, I know, right? George Floyd. People feel it when it happens like that, but still
Yeah.
it gets thrown under the rug after a couple of months. Nobody's gonna even be talking about it.
Jay, I want to answer the question of Reginald because he said, I'm wondering how the Philippines will sustain the economy with people out
Yeah,
of
yes.
work.
I want you to answer that. Yeah.
Well, I was listening to the news, and then right now there are 24,000 who returned to their province already. Those are OFW, and there are 45,000 OFW coming to the Philippines. 42 to 45,000. That's as they mentioned in the news. So they said that the DOLE, or the Department of Labor and Employment, they have some job for some OFW, and also they said they can borrow money, like they can loan money, but that's all they can do right now for the OFW. They mentioned about
Mhm.
there's a job, but they can borrow money, like loan money, so they can start over because everybody doesn't have job right now. It's like
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
it's
they
really
were
hard. And
offering.
mhm.
I don't know if they were doing it in Manila, but they offered. They offered my babe, Freya. They offered her. They came knocking on the door for three women in the house, right? And they were giving money. What is it like they giving us here in the United States, the $1,200, right? They were
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
offering
really
that in
different.
Iligan City, right? But they denied my babe, right? Because the husband is able to provide for the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So because the husband was able to provide for the child, even though he's not in the picture, they denied giving her whatever. I think it was I forget how much it
8,000.
was.
It's
Was it
either
8,000?
5,000 or 8,000. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they denied her. If the father is still alive or still around, even though he's not in the picture, they're not going to
Mm-hmm.
give that Filipina any money.
Because that
Well,
money is, they call that amelioration from the government. They choosing people only that's really, really, really poor that cannot afford. But sometimes it's unfair for the middle class because middle class doesn't have a job too, and they are the one paying
Right.
taxes. So
mhm.
I
it's
just told
like,
my babe, you don't even have to. She doesn't like. That's another good thing about a Filipino woman, a woman that
mhm.
doesn't take advantage of you. And she was even willing to go out and do that, and I was like, you don't even have to do that,
Mhm.
because I give her enough allowance every month. I give her 2,100 pesos a week for her allowance. 21
Mm.
is the symbolism of when we met on April the 21st,
Wow.
Wow.
3 years ago, right? So I
There's a
give her
seven.
2,100 pesos a week, and that doesn't even include sometimes I send a little extra, so they can do Jollibee 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. But
Yeah. Man, she living like a queen out here, bro. She got
yeah,
it good, man.
she doesn't have
Seriously,
to.
like.
Like I said, she didn't have to do that, but she did it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
actually, she bought me 3 pair of my Kobe's.
Mm-hmm.
She with her allowance. She
Oh
saved for like
wow.
6 months. She
Damn.
saved for like I'm serious, man. She bought me three
I
pair of
believe it.
Kobe's, man. Huh?
I believe it. I believe it. I
All,
believe you.
all I can say is, "Aw."
She
No,
bought me
because
3 pair of Kobe's, man.
you know it's
She
funny. You know what
saved.
she was thinking? She said, Danilo always take care of me. I'm gonna do something special for him. I will
She
save for
bought me
2 years.
a pair of Easter Kobe's.
Yeah.
Yeah, she bought me a pair of Easter, and then there was some the coral blue, I think it was. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got them up there. I ain't gonna get them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah,
they're
man.
they're there's some they got that little program out there for the for the Filipino people,
Yeah.
especially for the women with children. But if the
Mm-hmm.
father is still alive, they're not gonna get them. They're not gonna
Yeah.
get it. They feel like the father should be doing something, even though like I know like right now I'm doing a little bit extra because the men are not working right now. They can't go to
Mm-hmm.
work. They're not
Yeah,
allowed
true.
to go to work. So there's 4 men in the house: the father, Papa Roselio, I call him
Mm-hmm.
Pops, and then Jude, Jade, and Piolo.
Mm-hmm.
They're not working right now. They can't work. So I try to keep a little money in their pocket, so they don't get discouraged and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
women, they feel secured when their men go out there and work. And
Mm-hmm.
some women, they will get frustrated because their man is not work, even though in a situation like this, so I try to keep that at a minimum. So, the arguments down and stuff like that, because it could get crazy. People are going hungry out there, man, with no money. And I try to keep food on the table as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You have here Ron Thomas said, "Man, that's what I love about Filipinos, no racism." Oral Sledge said, "I am a single dad with my 8-year-old daughter living here in Minneapolis. We will
Oh
be there
wow.
in August." Okay, that's good to know.
And
I hope
that's
it's
where
open
everything
up by
happened at.
August. Hmm?
That's
Ground
where everything
zero,
happened at,
Jay.
right? Minneapolis. Yeah.
That's ground zero.
Yeah, that's where it happened at, kid. In
Yeah, I know.
Minneapolis.
I'm
Oh, okay,
Indiana,
okay.
right?
No, Minneapolis.
Illinois.
No,
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minneapolis.
Minnesota. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh, Big Rob had a question too, Kate. Big Rob had a question. Will Philippines allow us to travel there now? Well, I'll let Kate
Not
answer that.
yet.
Yeah, not yet. Big Rob.
I am not sure about if you are married to a Filipina because before they said if you are American, you're married to a Filipina and you wanna go to the Philippines, they're allowing it. But I'm not sure right now because right now they're not opening international flight yet, except for OFW. Domestic
Yeah.
is also closed, so even the Duterte go to Davao via boat, via ano to, ship. So domestic flight is closed, international flight is closed. Oh no,
Mhm.
domestic is open for all the OFW. They bring it to the provinces, but you cannot go to Manila yet. Like international, no, no international yet. As of yet, hopefully by July, I don't know, or it depends on their announcement because they're very careful to to spread the virus more.
Mhm.
So not yet open.
Yeah, true. With that being said, guys, I'm about to wrap it up, and I just want to let y'all know though, I'm doing this again tomorrow. Again tomorrow. When you going live, Kate? Tomorrow.
I'm going live maybe around 9:30 or 10 tomorrow because I will be doing a giveaway to my YouTube channel, KD Experience Promotion, next
Mm-hmm.
week. So I will be talking to my, subscriber who joined my giveaway and just do
Mm-hmm.
some chica minutes. So I'll be finished maybe you can go live again like 11 or
Yeah,
11:30
that's when
or
I'm going
12.
live. Yeah, 11. I go live at
Yeah.
I'm gonna
11.
try to. I'm gonna try to hook up with you when I get over because my plan is to come over to Manila,
Mm-hmm.
Jay. Is to come to Manila. I'm gonna be at either the micro or either the Red Planet there.
Okay.
Whenever they
Mhm.
lift these what you call it, but I'll let you know when that happens and stuff like that. And I'm gonna fly her family from Iligan to Manila.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plan. Whenever they open up, whenever they loosen these flying restrictions here in the United States.
Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. If I'm around, I'll be there, bro. I'll be there.
That's what's up.
But
That's what's up, man.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
stay
doing
safe
this
in
again tomorrow.
driving, brother.
Yeah, stay
Yes,
safe out there, man. Truck.
you
And
guys be careful out there, man. Stay
yeah,
focused.
for sure,
Stay safe.
for
I
sure.
have here, Jay, before we go, Regina is asking me, how is your mom and sister? They're doing great. He said, cool,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. See you tomorrow, Regina, on my live. I hope you visit
Yeah.
my live streaming. Can I buy a house before I find a wife, or do I need to be married first in the Philippines? Well, it's okay if you buy a house in the Philippines,
But you
Oral,
can't own a
because
land.
that's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot own a land. So I think if you're buying yeah, that's true. You need to be married to a Filipina first,
Yeah.
unless you have a business partner, a Filipino. But it's hard to trust. So maybe before you buy
Get
a
a sorry,
land,
sorry store.
so before you buy a
I
land, I
bought
think you need to
I
get
bought my
married
daughter
first.
a sorry, sorry store. It's in her name. It says
Oh,
Daniela.
Wow.
She owns
that's
her.
good.
She has a sorry, sorry store.
Yeah, but for y'all don't know, a sorry store is a place where people go. They pay you
That's the
money
best
and
place right now.
they pay you money, right? And they pay you money to say sorry.
Oh, corny. Just kidding.
So sorry. Oh, you
Sorry.
ugly, so sorry. All right, y'all, that's it.
Jay, wait lang.
No
All
problem.
right,
Sorry.
you guys. Peace.
All right,
Thank
later,
you,
man,
Mama
later.
Super Bay.
Janelle.
Love you very
All right,
much.
all right. For sure, man.
Have a safe travel. I'm
Later.
gonna answer Oral Sledge. Maybe just buy a condo. If you want to have a property, condo under your name is fine. But
Mhm.
land is and house, you need to. it's either you have someone you trust a lot that not gonna, do something about your house and land, or once you get married, that's the time you buy a land or house.
Yeah,
Hi,
of course.
Marcel. Okay, Jay, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So, yeah, guys. So yeah, that's it. I'll be here tomorrow, 11 o'clock, and I'm gonna do this every. I'm actually gonna change the time from 12 to 11 next Saturday and also next Sunday. But I will be here tomorrow, 11 Eastern time, 11 Philippines time. I'll see you. Hopefully, you join me again. Would love to stay on topic next time, but I'll make sure, I speak about something different and make sure it's interesting for you guys. And also, I seen somebody like my reaction video, so I'll be sure to do more of those. But I'm definitely doing a lot more videos about the Philippines. It'll have some information in there for you guys, letting you know when things will be back to normal. I'll definitely be on top of that and let you know when things are back to normal and you're allowed to travel in. Also, I'll give more updates on many different things you want to know about the Philippines. But not only that, I'll definitely talk about topics around the world too. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow and every Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Philippines time. No, 11 a.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. New York time and 11 p.m. Philippines time. Peace and hand grease.